Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8 Second Gaming, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the absolute nuke that just got dropped all over Apex Twitter. This was a tweet by Adam showing that there was a cheater Discord that had so many high profile players and high ranked players all in it. So what does this all mean? Why is this such a big deal? What is the future of Apex looking like? Well, let's break it all down. But just quickly, if you guys are looking to get your skill level to the point where you look like a cheater, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there, we have top level coaches creating the best, most highly informative guides to make you the best player you could possibly be. We have legend guides, gun guides, VOD reviews, and much more. So no matter what you struggle with, we have a solution for you. So click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. But okay, with that out of the way, let's hop back into things and start to break this down piece by piece because there is a lot to go over. With this cheater cord, numerous people, including some pretty high profile players like Envy Messiah, Zane, and A1s have been shown to be cheating in some way, shape, or form. And I do say some way, shape, or form because there is the argument to be made that people that play with cheaters aren't themselves cheating, but in my opinion, if you play with a cheater and you know that you're playing with a cheater, you're just as guilty. That's my opinion. If you guys have a different one, then let me know in the comments down below because some people do think differently. But people like Zane and apparently Envy Messiah as well don't actually cheat themselves, they just play with people that are cheating to help themselves get boosted in the ranks. So if you want to play devil's advocate, throw it in the comments. But this Discord blows the door wide open on so many different issues that are going in the game right now. Because I would wager that almost half of the Predator players that are able to be in the Pred cap are going to be in this Discord or one of the other Discords that have been mentioned through some of the screenshots. And it's really disheartening to see that because if you were to want to grind to one of these high ranks, if that was an aspiration of yours, then as soon as you get a little bit of skill under your belt and you start to play in these lobbies, you're just going to get gatekept by cheaters. There's no real skill in those lobbies anymore. It's just who cheats better than the other person. And if this is going to be a continuous thing, like some people have mentioned, then that is really going to hurt the future and longevity of Apex. Now, Apex is no stranger to any issues when it does come to cheating. Cheaters have been in the game since the game came out. It actually used to be so bad when the game first launched that I used to have a cheater count on my stream so that we could tally up how many we had by the end of the day. And it got to some ridiculous numbers someday. But over time, Respawn has been rolling some few things out. They've been getting some more security people like hideouts. They have introduced an anti-cheat system that apparently does work. I don't know a whole lot about that because they do keep it hush-hush so that cheaters don't really know what's going on with the anti-cheat system. But if you take Respawn's word for it, they have been banning a lot of people with it. But if the anti-cheat has been working and they have been dealing with a lot of people, why are so many players able to reach high ranks if they are cheating? That is going to be the million-dollar question. And honestly, how does Respawn even plan to deal with this? I know that some people have already been banned and a lot of people have started to blacklist them off their friends list. Some people are also waiting for a little bit more evidence. I don't think A1 has been dropped from his pro team yet because they are waiting to see if anything else does come out about him. Because the only thing about him in particular is only really one clip, and it is super suspicious how he is able to find the person, but it's also not really hard evidence at the same time. So this Discord is huge, and all of the information that's come out with it is also very big, but at the same time, it's not really hard concrete evidence on some people because just being in the Discord doesn't really mean a whole lot. It doesn't mean that you are actually a cheater. That is this weird gray area that we are now entering into because, again, like I said earlier, some people don't consider playing with cheaters to actually be cheating themselves. And I don't know if Respawn does consider that either. Because if you look back towards one of the most notorious cheaters in Apex's history, Facilitator, he was somebody that was playing with two cheaters, got to rank 1 Predator. They got banned multiple different times, and then Facilitator actually ended up being unbanned by Hideouts himself, and Hideouts did say, hey, I've looked into this. He didn't cheat himself, he just played with cheaters, he's perfectly fine. I will be keeping an eye on things. Then Facilitator gets back on his rank grind, starts to climb again, everybody thinks he's changed, but he ends up getting banned once again because he's now cheating himself. And surprise, surprise, who's in this Discord that has been leaked? Facilitator. So yeah, it is a weird gray area that we are in because what's actually cheating, what's not cheating, what's bannable, what's not bannable. There is no hard set rules on this right now that we know of. I don't know if Respawn's actually going to comment on this. because it is a very hot topic right now. I don't think that they want to get involved with it publicly. They're probably going to do things behind the scenes. But again, that leads us back to the question, how does this affect Apex longevity? Well, if they cannot get it under control within the next couple months, I would start to assume that people are going to be moving away from Apex, because what's the point anymore? The only real people that will be wanting to grind anymore are going to be people that are playing for Pro League, and that is not every single person. I'm willing to bet that most of the people that are going to be watching this video haven't even competed in a scrim before. And with cheaters being so prominent, what's to stop people from cheating in other events like scrims and ALGS? And I'll go ahead and answer that for you. There's nothing stopping them, because people in this Discord have competed in those. And I actually think one of the European teams lost their Pro League spot because one of their players did get outed as a cheater, so they have been dropped from that. But with ranked being run by cheaters, most of the casual community isn't going to want to play ranked anymore. They're going to lose a lot of interest in it. They're going to think to themselves, what's the point? The only thing that I'm really working for is to try to better my skill level and try and get a new shiny badge. But as soon as the hidden MMR system kicks in, I'm just getting gatekept by cheaters, so what am I supposed to do? Now, they might go to pubs or they might go to the mixtape mode because they do still enjoy Apex, or they're just going to find a new game. There have been actually a decent amount of games coming out recently that are pretty fun. Me personally, I play a lot of Path of Exile. I love that game. Every 3 months it gets a new league. So when Apex gets boring to me for that season, I just start to play Path of Exile instead. But there are plenty of options of other games to go to. Apex is no longer groundbreaking. Apex no longer has anything unique about it that makes it so much fun other than the movement. And honestly, some other games are getting pretty good with their movement as well. This is going to be a real trial by fire and a make or break moment for Respawn to really prove if they want Apex to succeed or not. And I'm willing to bet right now it is just an absolute fire at headquarters right now, because the Christmas season is here, so people are probably off for the holidays, people are probably working remotely, and now they've just had this absolute bomb dropped on them on Twitter of all places, so it's very public, it's in the public eye, they have to respond in some way, shape, or form because everybody's going to be hounding them about it. But how do you do this in a way that's going to make everybody happy? I don't think there is a way to make everybody happy in this type of situation, so I do hope that Respawn does address this in some form very soon. But that is just a little bit of wishful thinking, because again, it is the holiday season, people are going to be working remotely, they're going to probably be on low staff for the next little bit, and the full force of the dev team isn't going to be back more than likely until the new year. So they might not have the staff or the resources available right now to really deal with something as big as this, so we might actually have to wait until the new year to really see this fully resolved. And if that is the case, then people that are getting gaming consoles or PCs for Christmas and they're downloading Apex, they might come face first into one of the worst cheater situations we've had in a long time. And that's going to cause even more issues for the game, because new players are very important. If you don't have new players coming in, the game won't succeed. And if your new player base that is coming in for Christmas of all times is running face first into cheaters, they're not going to enjoy the game, they're going to stop playing it, and they're not going to recommend it to their friends or anybody else. But this is where I want to turn to you guys, the community. If you were Respawn in this situation, what would you do? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really excited to hear some feedback from this. And if you guys want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one.